Hi everyone, this is Maureen Sharon from Sophia Street Studio, and I am back for session 3, adding some pattern to my Journaling by Fives book. This I'm really looking forward to. For this session it's stamps and stencils, and I'm not a huge fan of buying stencils because when you think about it, it's literally a piece of plastic. And some of them are so expensive. I do have some. For example, this stencil I got free with something else. I don't even remember it. And it's cute. I like the honeycomb. But for some reason it's really sticky on the one side. And that makes it hard to use. But I'm maybe gonna try that one. I really wanted to focus more on recycled materials and found items in the house. Other than that, let's see, I do have another plastic stencil. I have literally had this for a million years. I think I bought it when I was in junior high. Trust me, that was a long time ago. And it was to make journaling kind of spots that you could then draw lines in and whatnot. I have barely used this in all the years that I've had it, so I thought maybe I would use that one. And I have these as well, these circle stencil slash templates, and they're all different sizes, and I've had these forever too, and I really don't think I've used them. They're graduated, so they go from teeny tiny to this really large one, and I might use those if I can pick them up. And then here are things that pretty much everybody can have access to. Now this may be a little on the obscure side. Let me move that. This is something I purchased from the dollar store, and it is supposed to go under your rug so it doesn't move. And I really like that it had these big squares on it. I thought that would make a really awesome stencil. So I cut a piece of that. It comes in a big huge sheet, so if you purchase it you can get many stencils. And you could even cut shapes out of this if you wanted a specific shape. You could cut it into a circle, square, whatever. Bubble wrap. I always save my bubble wrap. As you see, I've used it a few times already in different journals to leave a texture. Whoops. So that I will use as a stamp maybe. This is something that I have not tried before, but I put it in my box of fun tools to use on my jelly plate, and I thought this might make a cool stamp. This is just one of those dish scrubbies from the Dollar Tree. A ring from the inside of a roll of Scotch tape, and I think, I'm not sure if it'll make a double ring or not, but I'll try it, or you could even roll it. This is a cap from some cleaning spray. The bottom of plastic water bottles. I don't like to buy water bottles in plastic, but sometimes you end up with them for this, that, and the other reason. And this, sometimes, depending on the type of the bottle, will stamp like a flower. Now they all don't, depending on how they're made. I think all of the ones that I have the same shape on the bottom. But I also make, you can cut the plastic here and you can turn these into plastic flowers. You melt it a little bit with your heat gun and it turns into a very pretty flower. If anyone's interested in seeing that, leave me a comment below and I can do a video on that. So that hopefully will be a flower stamp. Then your ordinary cardboard paper towel roll or toilet roll, you can squish it, and so I have more of a diamond shape, or you can have the circle. I wasn't too keen on the circle because I already have a bunch of other circles, so I thought maybe I'll squish it and try making kind of a leaf more like a leaf than a diamond, a leaf pattern. So that'll be a stamp that I would like to try. I have a big straw. I think that this was actually on the stem of some Gerber daisies to keep because the Gerber daisies are so heavy, so it didn't flop, so this kept it upright, and I thought, well, I wonder if that might make some interesting marks. Clothing tags. This has a scalloped edge. If you put it down and paint over it, it could be like a reverse stencil. Laundry detergent cap. Both sides will have a different appearance. And then finally, I just have some makeup sponges that I'm going to use to help apply the paint. I'm going to use paint, and there's a mosquito. Oh, I hate mosquitoes. Hopefully, I got it. Anyway, I digress. I also I do have some letter, these are supposed to be for fabric, letter and number stencils. I haven't used those at all. I don't think I'm going to pull those out, but those are also, I keep them in the same bag. These are the leftover pieces from scrapbook paper, all that you can get those sheets that have all the tags on it. So I cut them up, and I use these a lot on my jelly plate, and they look really cool as a stencil. Now these are the hearts, would make a neat, whoops, it's hard to see. There we go, the hearts are cool. I have some circles, some little tags. I really like those little tags. And the more you use these with acrylic paint, the sturdier they get. Some other little tags. So I think I'm definitely going to try some of those. Those are some of my favorite cheap stencils that look more like your traditional stencils. And then over here I have all the paint that I used in session 1. I just kept it in a little container here. I might grab some of those, not so sure. I also grabbed some black, Apple Barrel black. This is a, sometimes it says metallic bronze. It doesn't really look, with this new camera angle, it's hard, the light, there's no light up here when I try and, that's not very helpful. Yeah, that's a little better. A bronzy color. It looks red when you put it on somewhere though. I have some gold, Craft Smart Gold from Michaels, and a Deco Art metallic that's pearl, white pearl. I thought that might be interesting on top of the other textures and colors that I already have in the book. I do like to put the paint right on my drop paper so that I have some interesting textures, and as you can see, this one's starting to get more filled up with various paints and glitter and whatnot. It's not even close to being ready to be pulled up, but I'm going to get my book ready here, and my paint will be off to the side, off camera. Let's see. I want to grab a brush. I think I'm not sure what kind of brush to use. I think I'll use one of these rough, cheap brushes, Contemporary Crafts. I think it's a big variety pack of brushes that I might have gotten at Walmart over the summer. But this is a rougher brush, and I think it might give an interesting texture to the paint. Alright, I am going to just get my paint set up over here, and I will be back to actually set the timer and start.